Hi guys, how you all doing? I hope that you had another lovely day. It's officially the middle of the week. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the president has to say tomorrow night, but I think it will give us a little bit more direction and understanding how to move forward from here. So, yeah, I'm glad the speech is happening soon so we can try and put our minds at ease a little bit as to what's actually going to be happening so we can start planning accordingly. Otherwise, I hope you guys are still doing well. So tonight's session, I've decided I'm just going to go back to some nice basics, just get back into the flow of moving a little bit, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, let's get onto our mats, laying down on our backs, having the feet relatively close to the sit bones. We are in our neutral pelvis, so hip bones and pubic bone are parallel to the floor. The ribs are laced, so that last rib is making pressure in the mat, and our feet and knees are roughly a fist distance apart. Arms are down by the sides of the body, and we're going to go into our pelvic curls. So we inhale. Exhale to scoop the navel and tucking the pelvis using just the abdominals. Then we get the legs firing as we tuck even more. We start lifting our pelvis off of the mat. We lift our spine off of the mat one vertebra at a time. Shoulders are relaxed, rib cage is sinking, and we're gently pulling the heels in towards the sit bones. We inhale. Exhale, start sinking in the chest. Lowering down gently, one vertebra at a time. And returning to that neutral pelvis at the bottom. Make sure the weight in the feet stays equal throughout. So we inhale. Exhale, using abdominals, we tuck and scoop. Then we exhale. We lift the pelvis off the floor. We're peeling the spine. Imagine like ripping a piece of sellotape off the floor. It's piece by piece, we're lifting it up. We're reaching long through the knees. We inhale. Exhale, sinking in the chest, tucking that pelvis even more. Rolling down gently through each vertebra, coming back to neutral. All right, let's go again. We inhale. Exhale, scooping, tucking. That's just the abdominals. Then we start lifting that pelvis up. Feeling the movement, feel the mobility in the spine. Shoulders open and relaxed. Inhaling and exhaling. Lowering down gently, one vertebra at a time. Returning to neutral pelvis. Beautiful. All right, let's take the arms out to a T position for me. We're going to inhale to prepare. Ribs are laced, neutral pelvis. Exhale to lift the left leg up. So I'm going against what most of us usually do. We usually go for the right side. And you can really feel if there's an imbalance in your stability by lifting the less chosen leg. Inhale there. And exhale to engage the abdominals, pulling them towards the spine and that pelvic floor as we lift that leg up to keep that pelvis steady. All right, if you're straining in the neck a little bit, keeping the neutral pelvis, so hip bones and pubic bone parallel to the floor, and just draw the knees in a little bit closer to you, you should instantly feel a release in that upper body. We're inhaling here. Exhale. Now initiate the movement with the right hip as we rotate that pelvis. So we lift the right hip up, reaching long out of that right knee and keeping shoulder blades flat on the floor so we get lovely rotation in that spine. We inhale. Exhale. Use those abdominals to bring everything back to center. Lovely. And we're going to go over to the right. We inhale. Exhale. Lifting up and out of the left hip and knee, keeping those knees balanced, so at the same height, and those rib cages laced into the mat. Inhaling to hold. Exhale, pull the navel in towards the spine and bring the legs back. And let's go to the left. We exhaling over, leading the movement with the right hip. Shoulders relaxed and on the floor. Inhaling. Exhale, pull the navel in. Feel that pelvic floor lifting gently as we bring everything back to center. Beautiful. And let's go over to the right. We exhale, lifting the left hip. Keeping ankle bones glued together and shoulder blades on the floor. We inhale. Exhale. Pull abdominals in to bring everything back. Lovely. Pausing with the legs there, let's take the hands behind the head, scooping the base of the skull, elbows in peripheral vision, pulling fingers apart, ribs laced, neutral pelvis. Inhale, exhale, nod the chin to the chest, and lifting that upper body off of the floor, head resting in the hands. We inhale, we exhale to lower down through the spine, keeping ribs nice and laced. And let's go again. We inhale, exhale. Think of the ribs pulling down into the mat underneath you, but that pelvis stays in neutral. Inhale and exhale to lower down. If you can't hold the legs up anymore, if you're feeling it in the lower back, even after pulling the knees in, please lower those legs down for me. Otherwise, we just continue. Inhale, exhale, nodding chin, keeping that gap between the chin and the chest. Fingers pulling apart, head resting in the hands. Hold for the inhale. And exhale to lower the head down. And then we lower the right leg to the floor, keeping that pelvis steady. And we lower the left leg down as well. All right, we're keeping the feet and knees roughly a fist distance apart. We're inhaling to prepare. We exhale to nod the chin to the chest. Neutral pelvis. Little gap between chin and chest. If our body shapes allow, we hold here for the inhale. We're going to rotate. Imagine a torch shining out the middle of your chest, and you're going to shine it from side to side on the roof. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the chin in line with the middle of your chest. Roll over onto your rib cage and shine your torch to the left. Head is still resting in the hands. Inhale to come back to center, maintaining that height. Keeping that pelvis steady. We exhale and we rotate that rib cage over. Good. Inhaling there. Exhale back to center. We're taking it slow so that we are very, very precise with our movements. One more each way. And exhale. Think of initiating the movement with the rib cage. You can even poke your eyes down and see if your chin is in line with the middle of your chest. Get that visual aid. Inhaling back to center. Head is resting in the hands. And we exhale. Last one over to the right. And we inhale back to center. And we lower the upper body back down onto the floor for me. All right, so we're going to keep our hands behind our heads. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, just lifting your left leg up to tabletop. So pelvic floor, pulling navel in towards your spine, lifting that leg up. Now, as we do a chest lift, we're going to straighten the leg long. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest. And lengthen that leg out and away. Whatever height is comfortable for you, as long as that pelvis stays in neutral. And we inhale to bend the knee in, lowering that upper body back down towards the floor. Lovely. All right, let's go for two more. We inhale. We exhale. Nodding chin, head resting in hands, lengthening the leg out and away. Neutral pelvis. Inhale. Exhale to lower everything down and bend the knee back to tabletop. And last one, we inhale. Exhale, nod the chin. Head resting in the hands. Pulling those fingers apart. Pelvis stays in neutral and ribs are doing the work. And inhale, reversing everything back in. And lower that upper body down. Beautiful. Let's lower that left leg onto the floor. We got another side. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest and lifting the right leg up to tabletop. All right. Never mind, apologies. Straighten that right leg for me. Good. And now inhale, bend the leg in and lower that upper body back onto the floor. I combined two movements by accident. Sorry, guys. We're inhaling. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest, lengthening that right leg, keeping pelvis steady and head resting in the hands. Inhale, reversing the movements, bringing that knee back to tabletop, lowering that upper body down. And we're going to go for one more. Exhaling to nod the chin, lengthen that right leg. Head resting in the hands. Inhale, bring the leg back in, lower that upper body down, and then you can lower the right leg, lengthen arms, lengthen legs, arch it all out so that we open up beautifully in front of that rib cage. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, so let's roll over onto our left-hand side. Let's get some lovely side line work going. Okay. All right, so make sure that your hips are in line with your shoulders. If you struggle with your back a little bit, bring the legs 10 degrees in front of you. Otherwise, you can have them in line with the body. And I want your arm to also be in line with the shoulders and the hips if possible. It all depends on your flexibility. Avoid compromising your non-arched spine for your arm alignment. Okay, all right. Let's lengthen out of that top hip for me. Good. Make sure those ribs are nice and laced and our hips are stacked so they're not rocking forwards or backwards. We inhale to prepare. We exhale to lift and lengthen that leg, top leg, up and away from the bottom leg, keeping the pelvis steady. Inhale to bring that leg back down. So make sure the hip stays out and away so the gap between rib and hip here stays consistent. And let's go again. We exhale to lengthen and lift for 2. And we inhale to bring it back in. And we exhale to lengthen and lift for 3. And inhale, bringing it back in. Beautiful. Let's go for 3 more. Exhale to lengthen and lift. Make sure the knee is facing forward. And inhale down. We have 2 more. Exhale, lifting. Make sure the pelvis stays steady when we're lifting, so there's no rocking backwards to get that extra height. Stability versus range of motion. And last one, but we do challenge that border between good work and overworked. All right, so now we are going to lift both legs at the same time. Again, if you struggle and you feel the whole body gripping in as we're lifting the legs, limit how high you lift them. So if it even feels like you're just hovering the legs off of the floor, if that's where your body is at, please respect that. Go with it, okay? All right, so we're lengthening out of that top hip. We inhale. Exhale to lengthen and lift. Good, and we inhale to lower back down. And we exhale to lengthen and lift for 2. And we inhale back down. I'm even feeling the work here by my obliques on the top right side of my body. And we exhale to lift for 3. And we inhale down. If you're not, don't worry. I could just be a little bit weaker there than you are. And we exhale up for 4. Reaching long. Inhale down. I'm also feeling my bottom inner thigh getting a little bit of a workout. Let's go for 6, 5, 5, 5. Good. And we inhale down. Remember to use lengthening to help you lift. And last one, exhale to lengthen and lift both legs. Keep the top leg up and just lower that bottom leg. We're going to do some inner thigh work. So really watch your pelvis now to make sure it stays stacked. We exhale to lift the bottom leg up. Think of knee to knee and inhale down. Good. Ribs lightly engaged as we exhale up for 2 and inhale down. And you can slightly tuck the pelvis if you feel you're working into your back for 3 and lowering down. Good. If it's too much, just lower the height of your top leg. Exhale up for 4 and inhale down. And just 2 more. Exhale up for 5. Inhale down. And last one, exhaling up for 6. Lower both legs at the same time. Well done. All right, so let's roll over to the opposite side. Get some lovely side lying work going there. Okay. All right. Nice and long on the mat. So you want hips and shoulders in a straight line. Legs either 10 degrees forward to protect the spine or in line with the body if we are stronger. And depending on arm flexibility, ideally hand in line with shoulders. All right, we're placing the top hand on the floor in front of us. We're lengthening out of the top hip. We're making sure we're not rocked backwards or forwards with our hips. All right, just that top leg. We inhale to prepare. We exhale to lengthen and lift away for 1. Inhale back down. And exhaling up for 2. And inhale down. Make sure those ribs are still lightly engaged and lengthen as we exhale up for 3. Good. Height is determined by pelvic stability for 4. Inhaling down. We have 2 more. Exhaling up for 5. Inhaling down and just 1 more for good measure. Exhaling up for 6. Lovely. All right, we're now going to keep those legs together. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lengthen and lift both legs up at the same time. And inhale back down. All right, and let's go again. Exhale to lengthen and lift for 2. And we inhale down. Height is determined by upper body response. Exhale up for 3. So we want that upper body as relaxed as it can possibly be. But we're still lengthening out of our top hip. Exhaling up for 4. Inhale back down. Good. Ribs lightly engaged as we exhale and lift up for 5. Inhaling back down. And last one. Reach long through those legs as we lift. Keep the top leg up. Inhale to lower that bottom leg. Exhale to lift knee to knee for 1. And we inhale down. Exhale to lift knee to knee for 2. Inhaling down. Remember to still reach long and out of that hip as we lift for 3. Good. So our hips are stacked correctly. And exhale up for 4, so our spine is straight and in neutral. Good. Exhale up. And inhale down. Our last count, I'm so sorry, I think this is the last one. We exhale up and we lower both legs down at the same time. Beautiful. Okay, let's roll onto our bellies for some back extension work. We're going to start with the arms down by the sides of the body. Our legs are slightly separated, so like roughly a fist distance apart. Our abdominals are pulled in and our pubic bone is gently pressing down into the mat. Nose and forehead in line with the mat. We inhale. Exhale to lift the eye line, lift the upper body, but keep a long neck. We rotate the palms of the hands to face the body. As we open the shoulders, we squeeze the body to get the triceps working. And we inhale to lower back down. Lovely. All right, let's go again. We exhale to lift the eyeline, long neck, lifting the rib cage, abdominals engaged, pubic bone pushing into the mat, shoulders open, squeezing arms, feet still on the floor, and we inhale to reverse the movement down sequentially, coming back to our start position. We're going to do 2 more. We inhale. We exhale to lift the eyeline, lifting the chest. So imagine the top of the rib cage. You've got a pretty necklace that you're trying to show off to the top of your mat. Shoulders open, squeeze the body to get those arms working. And we inhale to lower back down. Lovely, and we're going to do 1 more. We inhale. Exhale, lifting our line, lifting upper body, opening shoulders wide, pubic bone lightly pressing into the mat. And we inhale to reverse down sequentially. And now we're going to place the hands on either side of us as if we're doing a push-up. Keep the knees on the floor, pull the abdominals in, tuck the pelvis underneath and push yourself up. And you can take your sit bones all the way down to your heels, lengthening the arms long out and in front of you. Lovely, 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 lovely. Feel the stretch in the arms. Feel the lower spine opening up. Take 2 big inhales, 1 here. Big exhale. And last one, big inhale. And big exhale. Walking the hands towards you on the mat, lifting the body up. And voila, we are done for the evening. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. I have been slowing the pace down a little bit. I think it's healthy to have some waves, and this just lets us get a bit more back in touch with really feeling the movement and getting the work from following that route versus increasing reps and pushing a little bit harder. I think it's healthy to have both as a balance. So yes, I hope that you guys are enjoying, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.